Okay, today we're talking simple interest. And we're going to get to simple interest in a moment, but let's go out, let's take some friends out to dinner first. So if I have some friends here, I've got this big group, and we go out and we have this great time and enjoying a meal together, and they come along and it's time to pay, it's time to pay for our food. And they bring me the bill, and let's say the bill is $320. Okay? And let's say that in the town where we're having this meal, that the tax rate is 4%. I need to find out how much tax am I going to pay on my bill. So if I want to find the tax, I'm going to have to multiply how much I pay for my bill times the tax rate. And 4% we can write as a decimal number. So the tax I have to pay is going to be 320 times 400. So 320 times 400 is $12.80. So that's the tax. Of course, I still have to pay for the bill, right? So my total bill is going to be the bill amount plus the tax. So my total is going to be 320 plus $12.80. So the total is going to be $332.80. I hope it was a good meal. That's the total bill. The bill plus the tax. Okay, simple interest. Well, that was a good meal. Now I'm ready to do some simple interest. So interest is money that you pay when you borrow some money. It's also money you get paid when you put money into a bank. Principal is the money that we put into the bank, or principal is the money we borrow. And to find simple interest, there's another kind of interest, compound interest, but we're not talking about that. Simple interest we can find by multiplying the principal times the rate times how many years we've had this money in the bank. So let's do this. Let's pretend that we put $320 in the bank. So I deposited $320. Okay, so this is my principal. It's the money I put in. And let's say the bank is very generous, and we'll say that the rate they're paying me is 4%. How much, and let's say I keep it in for 1 year. So I'm going to keep it in for 1 year. The question is how much interest would I have? So how much interest would I have earned? So interest is that big capital I. How much interest would I have earned? Well, conveniently, I have a formula here that's telling me if I want to find the interest, all I need to do is I need to multiply the principal times the rate times the time. So in this case, I would multiply, so my interest, because that's what I want to find out, is equal to the principal, which is what I deposited, $320, times the rate, 4% is the same thing as 400. And this time, my time is 1 year. That looks really familiar to this, doesn't it? So in this case, I would have earned the 1, I can almost ignore it. It doesn't change this. So I know I would have earned $12.80 in interest. But if I asked you the question is, now what is my balance? What is the balance in my account? Remember, balance is the current amount of money that's held into the account. What is the balance after 1 year? Well, I stuck in the $320, did I not? Right? And that I stuck in the bank, right? And after a year, I earned this much interest. So my balance, so this is my interest. Oh, wait, that's abbreviated. So my balance after the end of the year is going to be $332.80. That's my balance. Of course, these two problems look much the same, right? Because they are much the same. So remember, interest is what you're paid, but when I want to find out the balance, I have to make sure that I add, what was the deposit going in. Now, because this question, whoops, I'm going haywire here, aren't I? Excuse me. So my interest formula here looks like this, doesn't it? I have these 4 parts, and I can rearrange them in order to determine other kind of problems. So I'm going to rewrite this a couple of times. Say I know how much interest I have, and I know my principal is, and how long I put it in, but I don't know. I can find the question, what's the rate? So if I want to know what is the rate, I'm going to have to divide both sides by what the rate's being multiplied by. Here it's being multiplied by P and T, so I'm going to divide both sides by P and T, remember, by the principal and the time. And on this side, this will cancel, and this will cancel. And my rate is equal to the interest divided by the product of the principal and the time. I can do this again if, say, I wanted to find the time. How much time was a particular deposit in the bank? Well, in this case, I'd have to divide by the principal and the rate. Both sides, right? Because I know that when I solve equations, I always have to do the same thing to both sides. And now I know the time, how long something has been in, is the interest divided by the principal times the rate. And of course, that leaves us one last question we can answer. And what if I knew how much interest I earned, and I knew how much rate I was being paid and how long it was in, but I didn't know the principal? Well, if I divide our little formula here by the rate and the time, I get that the principal is equal to the interest divided by the rate times the time. So you have these other tools. So we have, with a little bit of algebra and the one formula, we have these 4 different questions we can answer. Just be careful that when you're doing a particular problem, are they asking for one of these specifically, or are they asking about a balance? Hope this helps. Practice, you will get better at it. This is your friendly neighborhood teacher.